Right, everyone, I appreciate it's late, so I'm going to pass straight over to the floor for questions.
Dillian, a tougher fight than what you fought beforehand?
I never thought it was going to be an easy fight. The guy is 21-0 undefeated, American double or triple Golden Glove champion, big amateur career, you know, and he's from the hood as well, you know, I mean, he's been through struggles and stuff, so I didn't think him to come here and lie down.
Was there anything he did tonight which surprised you, which was different to how you prepared?
Anything what?
That he did which might have surprised you, that was different to how you prepared?
I never fought him before, so nothing he did surprised me. I just prepared for whatever he come with. He's not someone I fought before and then he changed his style, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, I know he had quick hands, I knew it was going to be tough, you know, so, you know.
He was raging on social media saying he was wrong. What do you think of that stuff?
Listen, these guys always say stuff, man. It is what it is. You know, he can say whatever he wants. I don't know why would he be so bitter to say that. You know, but he's what he is. He's a competitor, and he feels like that's what he feels. That's what he feels, isn't it?
You seem a lot less aggressive than we're accustomed to seeing you. Were you trying something different, or was it because of the problems that he posed?
New coach, new style. You know, people forget I was fighting for my career tonight. You know, it wasn't. I fight for my career tonight. I was a new coach. I was listening to the coach. Obviously, the coach was saying to me, you know, he wants to do this, but obviously, like Eddie says, it's all good doing that, but don't get away from what obviously make you who you are, which is what I brought back in the last round. That, you know, but it's good as well to listen to instructions, and you know, it's good that I'm still improving, I'm still training myself, I'm still pushing myself and stuff. So yeah, it's all good, man.
Do you want AJ next?
I want whoever next. I never really kill or fight or whatever. No, it's the best fight. Then whatever, man. You know. I don't know. Maybe I got 3 fights left, 6 fights, 5. I don't know. It depends on the kind of fights I get. If I get 2 more big fights, I might just run up into the night, man.
Eddie, do you want AJ next? Do you think that makes
It's
sense?
always a big fight, you know, genuinely I think they've always wanted to fight each other again. It's 1-1, you know, one from the amateurs, one from the pros. The second fight, which seems like a lifetime away now, was just an epic night, and the third would be as well. This time wouldn't be at the O2, it would be at Wembley. So, you know, I think we'll see what's next with Dillian. Maybe Dillian has one in February, March, and AJ has one in March or whatever, and then they meet in the summer at Wembley, or maybe they go straight into it. We'll talk to everybody and see what's next.
Eddie, you just said there that he may have won before going into that big fight with Andi Joshua. Franklin obviously thinks he won that fight. Would you consider a rematch? Would you have them conversations?
No, I mean, listen, maybe AJ fights Jermaine Franklin in February or March. I don't know. I mean, like, he gave a very good account of himself. He gave Dillian Whyte a good fight, you know. But I think he's got a number of names that he's looking at as well. But you know, I don't really think that Dillian's looking at a rematch with Jermaine Franklin. But at the same time, you know, I think he wants big fights, and I think as you approach the back end of your career, that Dillian's in and AJ's in as well. You know, they've probably got 5, 6 fights, whatever it's going to be. You want big fights because every training camp is hard. You know, and there's no point having small fights at this stage because every training camp's tough training camps.
Eddie, what did you make of Dillian's performance tonight? Obviously, he's mentioned there new trainer, different style, techniques. You can see that how he's trying to block the uppercut. What did you make of his performance as a whole?
I think it's very difficult to change a style at the back end of or the final phase, if you like, of your career. But at the same time, you should always try and evolve and improve. But really, you know, I mean, look, I'm just giving my view as a fan, really, when I'm watching that fight. And when he came out for the 12th, I said to him, you've got to stick it on him here. And really, it was the 10th, 11th and 12th where he started backing him up, letting his hands go with big shots that was having the success. When you've got a very cute fighter like Jermaine Franklin, it's hard to try your new style and be cute with a cute fighter with good feet and fast hands and a good boxing IQ. And it was the ruggedness of Dillian Whyte. Don't forget that ruggedness is what got him where he got to. You know, he didn't come through with this huge amateur pedigree and boxing IQ and boxing since he was 6. He come through because he was tough, rugged, could punch, and was a nightmare to share the ring with. And that's what I felt was missing as well from the Fury fight. I know that was the past, but you know, if he brings what he brought in the early stages of his career, he can beat anybody. And I just felt that after trying the new stuff and working the body for 8 or 9 rounds, just stick it on him and make it horrible and uncomfortable for him. And that's what he did. And for me, that's what won him the fight. Because if he didn't do that, if he boxed the same way for 10, 11 and 12, he might have lost that fight.
Dillian, where would you rank Jermaine in comparison to the people you previously fought?
I don't know. So, you know, he's a good fighter, but you know, like I said, there's levels. You know, like I said, I know exactly what I need to do. I knew he had hand speed, pedigree and that, but I know exactly with my experience of what I need to do to get the victory. And that's what I said. I know when I need to turn it on or when I need to obviously box or what I need to do. Obviously, he's definitely top 15, definitely top 15, top 10, top 15.
Dillian, there was a strong reaction online from people who felt Jermaine had maybe done enough to be successful to have his hand raised instead. I don't imagine you've had a chance to look yourself, but if you do go online and you see that reaction, do you think that might sway your decision to potentially look at a rematch? If a demand's
Why
there?
you keep getting about this rematch? Are you part of Jermaine Franklin's team?
No.
So stop talking shit about rematch and relax, man. Listen, it was a fight. They're almost close fights since they've been in boxing. Do you let's say, oh, this guy should have a rematch, that guy should have a rematch? You're just chatting shit, man. Just relax. It was a close fight. I won clearly, so why would I consider a rematch?
You didn't win a career.
Okay, no worries, Dimitri.
All the respect, you're great.
Anyway, listen, relax, and the interview's not about you, man. Calm down, man. You don't want to get face 5 again, relax, man.
Eddie, how did you score the fight?
I thought Dillian Whyte won the championship rounds to win the fight, 115, 130. When I got in the ring, I said to Dillian, I said, it's close. I said, I think you got it, but it's close. And he went, no, it's not close. I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like he needed to win those. Yeah, I feel like he needed to. I thought there was a lot of rounds that Jermaine Franklin just outworked him in the early fight, stage of the fight. But he never really, he may have, Dillian can confirm, may have buzzed Dillian at the end of the 9th with a decent shot. But
No, landed a good overhand right. It was good.
But that was it really. Like I didn't feel like he hurt. I thought Dillian's body work was excellent. I thought Jermaine Franklin's shorts were up round his tits.
Yes,
really, to be honest with you. But
it was mad.
But his body work was outstanding throughout the whole fight. But he needed to win those rounds, in my opinion, to win the fight. And having done that, like, are you saying that you didn't give him 3 rounds from 1 to 9? Or 4 rounds from 1 to 9? I did. So, 115, 113, I felt was the right. 116, 112, I do think was a bit wide, in my opinion. But if you're scoring it 115, 113, why not 116, 12? But it's a fight that I understand people thought it was a very close fight.
If it's not AJ next, would you want Deontay Wilder to finally settle up?
Getting to Wilder fight's not going to happen anytime soon. He's fighting under the rules thing, so there's no point in you guys even saying, what am I going to do? He's already confirmed he's fighting under the rules, so he's not going to pull out of that fight to fight me. If he didn't fight me for 3 years, what's he going to pull out of that fight to fight me? And that fight gets him back to the world title. It doesn't make sense.
Dillian, Eddie's mentioned here, obviously you're on sort of the back stretch of your career and you've got maybe 3 fights left, something like that. So for you, obviously it's about earning the most money and making, obviously setting yourself up. So
for me, the is to get back to the championship contention and to try and avenge my 2 losses, man. Avenge one of them.
Sorry to interrupt. Going back to the earlier rounds, you came out slightly slower than you usually do. Like Eddie says, you might have said you really had to up the gears in the later rounds to win. Talk to us and tell us why those first few rounds you came out slower than you usually do.
Listen, I'm coming for a stopping with the feet. I was fighting for my career tonight. I'm fighting someone who's young, hungry. Obviously, he's been through struggles, similar struggles to what I've been through. So obviously, I expected it was going to be sharp. It was going to be. He had that nervous energy early, and I've fought enough guys now to understand that, I don't need to go out and try and match him for this, match him for that early. I know when to work, what to do, how to apply the pressure a certain way, and obviously kid him out of the fight and do stuff like, okay, it doesn't matter, whatever, I'm right here, I'm right in front of you, do what I need to do to get a victory. So, like I said, listen, I didn't lose tonight. The interview that we're doing will be a lot different. I'll be saying to you guys, thank you for your support. I'll see you guys sometime in the future. So.
A move that you often do is a double jab. A stiff double jab is one of your major moves that you used to get inside. But what we noticed earlier on in the fight is that you were trying to get inside earlier. You weren't really utilising that. What were your corner telling you to do when you were coming back out in each round?
But it was like, stay in the fucking jab, man. Don't get hit with no bullshit, man. So don't get hit with no stupid shit. So stay in the jab. I'm still a fighter. Like I said, listen, I'm a lion. I'm a hunter. I'm a fighter. So sometimes you can get caught up in wanting to fight and do the things you've been teaching or whatever. It can happen. So that's what it was. It can sit you and tell you 10 million excuses. But the simple fact of the matter was, I was a bit to and fro with my mind and my brain and my heart.
But to end it on a compliment, what I will say is that I've noticed that your feet have improved dramatically. and that's the final thing from me.
We're trying. You know, like you said, a lot of fighters don't change at the stage of their career. I show look at the person I'm still changing at this stage of my career. I'm still getting better, so, you know.
Dillian, your reaction to Wardley's knockout win?
Two?
Fabio's knockout.
Yeah, I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him, and obviously, I got one criticism of Fabio. He starts too slow already, man. You know, he can stance all these guys. I think Fabio will be a world champion. You know, I think he definitely be a world champion. We need to get the right fights at the right time. You know, because early doors he can be a bit worrying, man. I hate watching him and Fabio just fight, man. It's a real fight to have before I come out, because I was sitting in the changing room thinking, oh my God. I was so nervous to him about my fight. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, it's time to go. I was breaking it for him. I was getting in the changing room.
Dillian, Fabio Franklin down the line, maybe?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Fabio's got a long way to go, a lot of experience to consume. But I think he's a headline fighter now. He can defend that British title, maybe get in a position to fight for the European title as well. I think he's a good young star of British boxing. He's a very likeable guy, speaks very well, good-looking kid, exciting, can punch. I think he's going to be a big household name.
Dillian, will you be continuing your training out in LA with Buddy McGirt, or will you come back to Portugal?
Wherever Buddy goes, I'll go, man. Buddy is here, there, here and there. He's in demand at the minute, so wherever he is. I don't mind getting a plane and go wherever to, you know, I've always done what I needed to do for my career. You know, whether it's going to here, or whether it's taking a fight when I'm not 100% ready, taking fights when I'm injured, you know, I've always done what I need to do for my career. You know, a lot of people don't know that I see that, but, you know, wherever it is and wherever I want to do.
When you come back to Brixton?
Yeah, I'll go back to Brixton, but Brixton is a bit mad right now for me, so I'm easy. I'll go back to Brixton. My mom lives in Brixton. You know, my family is in Brixton. My mom ain't moving from here.
Last couple guys, who's got one?
Showed some impressive catching on a lot of those shots, especially when he tried to counter. Also noticed you made use of the cross guard. Was that specifically to protect against the uppercut, which has been a bit of a bane in your career? Is that something you and Buddy in particular thought was a simple protection?
You know, I'm very good at analysing, self-analysing, analysing myself. And I always think, what's the quickest, most effective way to address this, you know what I mean? And that's why I made the change, you know. And then I went to speak to Buddy and he said, listen, your style is this, we just need to have this and this and this to change this. And obviously I haven't got a traditional boxing style. My style is a bit awkward and a bit weird and whatever, so we've added the Archie Moore style to it, you know what I mean? Because obviously, so we don't need to worry about coming back to central. You know, we can go here and punch from there, or go here and punch from there, as long as we're defensively safe. You understand? But he's very good defensive guy as well.
Last one, guys. If anyone's got one. All good. Thank you very much. Well done.